It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Talk that talk.
We now know hypertensive cardiovascular disease killed former Raven Jacoby Jones.
And today, WMER2 News' Jeff Morgan dug into the disease and how it could lead to the death of a 40-year-old former professional athlete. Jeff joins us in the studio now. Jeff, and so let's talk about how common this disease is.
Yeah, well, Kelly, Mallory, this is a disease that is caused by high blood pressure, and it leads to hypertension in about 122 million Americans each year. Former Raven Jacoby Jones, a mile-high miracle worker, died at the age of 40 from a disease millions of Americans battle each year. Hypertensive cardiovascular disease, also known as the silent killer.
Hypertensive cardiovascular disease, or hypertensive heart disease, is when the heart suffers from the impact of long-standing high blood pressure.
Athletes can be particularly susceptible to the disease with their lifestyle changing after retirement. They're used to easily being able to handle high-calorie diets because they exercise so much.
We talk about athletes. There were studies done probably 20 years ago on NFL linemen. And, linemen are big guys, right? And they're trying to gain weight and they're trying to push people around. And what they found was these people had early mortalities. The linemen, NFL linemen, in their 50s and 60s from hypertension and coronary artery disease because they didn't change their lifestyle.
The best way to detect the disease is to get checked regularly, whether it's from your doctor or even an at-home test.
You need to go to the doctor and you need to have a regular checkup with your primary care physician because he or she is going to know whether you are at risk.
Early detection is key, allowing lifestyle changes to your diet or activity level.
First thing we do, we try to minimize stress reduction. You try to minimize your salt intake. You try to maintain optimal weight. Treat any other risk factors such as obstructive sleep apnea that can cause this. If that all fails, then we can go to pharmacologic pill medications.
Doctors say that people can be completely unaware they have high blood pressure until a major cardiological event actually happens.
And Jeff, should parents be on the lookout for this?
Yep, parents should. There could be an issue that your kid has, but you don't know. They say that doctors say that you should reach out to your primary care physician for your child. Make sure that they do all the screenings before they're playing sports, doing things like that.
All right, Jeff, thanks a lot for that report for us. So let's take an in-focus look now at the overall rates of hypertensive heart disease as part of our commitment to digging into the numbers. Hypertensive heart disease, which results from chronic high blood pressure, causes about a quarter of all the heart failure, according to a study on the disease published last year in the Stat Pearls. 1.1 billion people worldwide have high blood pressure, and African Americans have some of the highest rates of high blood pressure among all ethnic groups. According to another study published in the American Heart Association journal, worldwide 17.1 million people had hypertensive heart disease in 2017, with more than 900,000 deaths.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday. It's August 20th. The year is 2024. So this is a beautiful Tuesday morning. A few weeks ago, Jacoby Jones, a NFL football player, died from hypertension, high blood pressure. He was 40 years of age. They found him deceased. They found out that he had uncontrolled high blood pressure, which caused him to have a massive heart attack and kill him. I have high blood pressure. Yeah, I've had high blood pressure since I was 16 years of age. It's very important because high blood pressure is known as the silent killer. Had I not been participating in sports in high school and went to go get a physical, I would not have known I had high blood pressure. When I went to get my physical, they immediately said, "Oh my goodness, your blood pressure is sky high." And I was only 15, 16 years of age. And they said, "Your blood pressure is high. We need to get you on some medicine immediately." They almost put me in the hospital. My blood pressure was that high. I didn't feel anything. I was just a little kid in Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, over the years, I've taken my blood pressure medicine since I was a teenager. I've tried various other ways, various other stuff. It doesn't work. Medication only works to control my blood pressure. This is very important because some people don't want to take these blood pressure medications. I've been in barbershops. I've been in the gym. I've been around a lot of guys who work out, who know they have high blood pressure. They know they've been diagnosed with it. They all know this, but they don't want to take the medicine because they don't feel nothing. They don't feel bad. They don't feel sick. It's the silent killer. That's what it's called, because you don't feel anything. It's very weird that you have physical side effects that come with high blood pressure. But I know a lot of people who will not take their medications for high blood pressure medication. They will not take it. And I know of a lot of people who died, had massive strokes, been paralyzed. I know so much stuff that I just say again, it cannot be that hard to take blood pressure medication and control your blood pressure and monitor your blood pressure. It's frightening to me because it happens to so many black people, and I've never understood why so many people make that decision not to do that. I mean, I just don't understand why people make that decision, why they do choose not to take blood pressure medication, because it's important, because it can keep you alive. It keeps, this man Jacoby Jones could probably be alive right now. He was only 40 years of age, having a successful career, just doing all kinds of stuff, having a successful career, and as a coach, he did Dance with the Stars. He was doing all kinds of stuff, but not taking that blood pressure medicine. I refuse to believe that a 40-year-old man with 40 years of age, did not know his blood pressure. He knew he had high blood pressure. He just didn't understand the importance of it. And he didn't take those medications. And that's what led to his death. I'm telling y'all, I had a barber shop. The guy used to cut my hair, cut my beard, and he was like, I'm not taking no pills for the rest of my life. This man he had to be in his good 20s, late 20s, early 30s, multiple children, married, so anti-blood pressure medication. I'm like, where's this anti-medication coming from? Where's this confusion coming from? He knew he had high blood pressure. He said he was not going to be taking a blood pressure pill for the rest of his life. I was thinking, well, that won't be long. I tried to convince him, talk some sense into that man. I realized you can't talk no sense into him. They're too ignorant. And there's so much false information. Oh, blood pressure medicine will harm your kidneys. You're going to have to, I've heard so much ridiculous stuff about blood pressure medicine that it is insane. And it mainly affects so many black men. I'm thinking, y'all, are you insane? Yeah, they say, oh, it causes erectile dysfunction. Nah, I do not have no erectile dysfunction over here. And I take my blood pressure medicine every night. If you are taking a medication that causes erectile dysfunction, go back to your doctor and say, this isn't working. It's causing erectile dysfunction. My dick ain't working. They give you something else. It can't be that damn hard to get hundreds of medicines out there. They can give you something else that will work. You just can't stop taking the medication, but you can't tell people nothing. Yeah, but I've met, get out here, B. I've met so many people who work out at the DM, they exercise, and they know they have high blood pressure. Something happened recently. I had a client that came over, and we got to discuss, and something happened. He ended up in the hospital because of his blood pressure. Even then, he still didn't want to take his blood pressure medicine. I'm thinking, dude, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all got to take these medicines. So I wanted to do, I want to draw people, oh shoot, let me take this call, because this call been trying to get in touch with me for the past few days.